Welcome again. I wanted to do a brief intro video or talk about John Tiller, or now it's Wargame Design Studio's whole series of games. Specifically, I wanted to look at the demos in this video, but do a little background first for those of you who may not be familiar. Goes way back to the 90s, Battlefront, I think, Talonsoft, etc. But then John Tiller went out on his own. John Tiller recently passed away, unfortunately, but luckily a group of people called Wargame Design Studio bought his whole game series and continues to develop, improve, etc. And this is, of course, the website here. And I've kind of dabbled with these series of games, and there's a whole bunch of them for at least a decade, 15 years. And they've just came out with some new demos even, but I really want to jump in. Last year, I think one of my initial video series was the Bulge Panzer campaigns, and I did the intro scenario. But there is so much here that I definitely want to kind of revisit this or start getting engaged with this regularly. But with that said, there are literally tens of games, maybe 100, covering all sorts of periods, but they also put out a number of demos for each of the game series. And they got 3 new ones even here. This is the Early American Wars one, Modern Air Power. This is Modern Campaigns, the parallel to Panzer campaigns here. And so I went ahead and they also had their winter sale, so I'm continuing to finish out my collection, but I also brought down the latest demos, and I'll pull them down. But real quick, here are the different game series. They got a whole bunch of games on Civil War battles. Let's see what we got here. And you can go to the website, but you do see a whole number of battles here going here, and there's the demo. So they have some battles there. Early American War. There's the Mexican-American War, French and Indian, War of 1812, of course. This is interesting. Little Bighorn. See if you can do better than Custer, which is not get killed. First World War, kind of the parallel to Panzer campaigns in the First World War. I've heard good reviews about these games here. Modern Air Power, not something I've played a lot with. Mainly the Middle East and Vietnam, but they just came out with this demo, I think a modern or 80s Korea War, which I may look at. Modern Campaigns. This is your 1980s Europe battle, or you got the Middle East in 67, or Korea, and then the new demo here, Vietnam in 72. Battles there. Musket and Pike, I'll be honest, not something I'm into, but it's there. No demos for that one. Napoleonics, that's a big one. And they've got a number of games here, and the Final Struggle demo. And I've got a number of those. Naval campaigns, I actually dabbled with playtesting Kriegsmarine. I've got 2 videos up on that. Swordfish's attack the Bismarck, and a U-boat sinking the HMS Courageous. But there's no demo here. Midway, Guadalcanal. Panzer battles, that's a little more detailed scale than Panzer campaigns. Here we go, fits between squad battles and Panzer campaigns, 250 meters per hex, 1 turn equals 30 minutes. Got a whole bunch of North Africa battles, Normandy, and then the southern flank at Kursk. This is, I would call it the bread and butter, or one of their initial ones, Panzer campaigns. And they've got a slew of these with a demo here, 1 kilometer, 2-hour turns. And then squad battles, 40 meters per hex, 5-minute turns. Squads and single vehicles. And they've got a good number. World War II, Modern, Grenada, First World War, and the Falklands are in here somewhere too. There they are. And you've also got Soviet Afghan. This is kind of the scale of squad leader. And then the last one, which they haven't really pursued too much, I've got both these. Strategic covers the beginning of World War II and then the Southern Front here, I think through 1943. So, you can see quite an extensive, and the interfaces for most of them are similar, not exactly the same. So as you become familiar with one series, you can jump to others and others, etc. But like I said, my focus was on the demos, and they do, as a support, have this. You can download this. This is just a simple program where you just drop it in the wherever you store. This is what I've done. You can get this on their support page. This is their little front-end editor or starting launcher. And see, I've just dumped it here, and then I stored all my installs underneath that same directory. So when you run the program, it just maps out everything underneath it, and nicely puts the directory in it too. So I can sort them out by directory too. And they'll nicely sort alphabetically. Here are all my Napoleonics, my naval battles. I don't have all my games installed. But I've got some of them, but I got all the demos installed, so that's what I wanted to look at here in this video. Real quick, because with the demos, they pretty much cost nothing. And there's a whole lot of gaming just with the demos. So, see if I can do this here. So if we work through the demos, notice they do have demos for squad battles, panzer campaigns, panzer battles, Napoleonics, modern campaign. Here's early American War, Little Bighorn, Civil War, and this is the new Air Power, which, like I said, I haven't played with. I don't own any of the other two, but I guess if I'm interested, I could look at the Air Power demo, although I'd probably be drawn to Command Modern Operations over that. But that's no down on the game here, so let's just poke around here. I'm going to pull this off to the side and start them. I think they're going to start on the wrong screen though. But let's look at the Civil War demo first. Oh, and it's pretty cool. When you click on it, it does list all your manuals, and it'll open right in Adobe or whatever your PDF reader is. Or you can just start the main program. So, well, let's do this one first and work our way down. Just double click. And I'm getting some background noise. Let's see if I can... Yeah, this could be a problem. Yeah, here we go. So here is the AP demo, and it looks like you only got one scenario here, and I don't know a lot about this game. That's the zoom here. But apparently I have some raptors here. Yep, and I can move them around, and looks like we have to get a nuclear facility. There's enemy airbase there, 4 F-22s. This is probably the getting started scenario, and the cool thing about each of these scenarios is, there it is. If I just double click on getting started, then I've got a video here. So it looks like it's F-22s, and they walk you through it. But we've also got other aircraft, Strike Eagles. Okay, good. So we have, looks like you're going to use the F-22s for air superiority. Strike, yeah, this enemies, and escort the F-15s. Yep, they're top cover. Strike Eagles are going to blow up the nuclear reactor. Yep, and then they explain how to use it. So you can get into it too. I don't know if there's any other scenarios here because it doesn't really give me any choice. So that may be the only one here. So you can play around with that and decide if you want that. Let's go to the Civil War demo. It's going to appear over here probably. And let's see. So I'm going to do the getting started scenario. Ooh, look at these graphics. And you can't hear the background music because I got it turned off, but let's pull it over here. This is Bristow Station. These are nice. These are hand-drawn maps. And again, this is free. Sometimes I prefer this view. I'm using my mouse wheel to do this. You can see these are in column, these are in line. And the victory hexes, you see the hexes here too. You can zoom out some more. Zoom, zoom, zoom. That's the closest in. This is one of the few I would do the 3D for. But with this you also have, well, here we go, getting started. Then different flavors of Bristow, and then Williamsburg. And remember, this is a free demo version, so you do at least have 2 major battles with different alternatives. Okay. And again, there is a, oh, look at that, now it starts that one. There is a getting started, which you can also get to from here. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. And it should come up. Yep, there it is. And then they walk you through it too. Again, this is free. So here's the one I'm interested in, kind of, Little Bighorn. You can see if you can do better than Custer, which is interesting here. Let's see if I can bring it over. Different graphics. Let's see what they look like. Each of these are just 1 man, 9 men, 2 men. Let's see. Yeah, these look like the Native Americans coming in and probably attacking. 18 men. Nice. 20. Let's look at the game choices here. They don't give you... Here we go. Started 1. Use it with the Get It Starting manual again. Here's a Valley Fight. Okay. Battle Ridge. I don't know enough about this to know what I'm looking at, but... And then here's the full battle. I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. We'll do that. Oh my. Oh my. That's a lot. Hold on. If I come back over here, this is one heck of a big map. Just looking for the Custer and his group. There they come. That's them. And they're going to attack this settlement here. They've got a ways to go. Yeah, there it is. And I guess we could zoom in just to see. Yep, 17 dispersed, disrupted, fixed. Supplies. Ooh, I don't know if I like this view, to be honest, but... And again, this is free. So you can refight Little Bighorn. This is the new one too. These, yeah, the air power, modern air power, Little Bighorn, and Quang Tri, I think. These are all new. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay. Pull that over. Zoom it in a little. Yeah, and this is 72, so the only U.S. involvement was air power. But none's available. Okay. Oh, we're the North Vietnamese right now. So you see here their goal, I guess, is to start moving this way. And let's see what other scenarios. Oh, there's a lot of them here. The DMZ attack, the initial attack, Camp Carroll, Dong Hae, and I think there's alternatives where you have the Marines present. Yeah, there it is, Marine 1st Division. Pedro, a whole bunch of scenarios here. And final battle. Okay. Again, this is just a quick survey, but you can see there's solid gameplay here. And this is just the demo. Just the demo, and this has got their newer menu method here, and then there are hotkeys. There's the getting started. And I hope to do further videos here as I deep dive each of these series. Yeah, then I got that. And I think down here at the end, yep, here we got the toolbar, and then the hotkeys. That's helpful. Learning these will be helpful in playing the game efficiently. So there's a bunch of 1972 here. Good stuff. Let's see, for Napoleonics, let's see what they got. This is called The Final Battle. I think it focuses on some battles in Gettysburg. Here's the getting started one. Let's see what they look. Yeah, zoomed in, kind of like Civil War. Tempting to do it this way, although I would, as an old hex and counter player, I'd probably do it this way. So that's getting started, and then they've also got the Ridge. Grand Battery, 10 hexes, pretty. And then they've got Plancenoit, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Prussians' arrival on the battlefield. Let's see what that looks like. Whoa. I don't know why I'm getting that scrolling there. Okay. Oh, this is a little more involved. And of course, free of charge. These must be the Prussians. Here we've got the French, and it looks like the victory hexes are over here on this side, so the Prussians are going to have to take these battles, but it gives you an idea of the graphics. These, again, are beautiful maps. Yeah, zooming it in, almost like tabletop here. And again, this is, keep saying this, but this is free. Let's see if we can see. There's Napoleonics. Then we got Panzer battles. Let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness, there are a lot of scenarios on this one. Let's pull it over here. Again, the getting started scenario. We don't have details on it. It looks rather small scale. Now this one's interesting that you can only zoom in here, so there's no 3D, which is okay. I think 3D only works for Civil War and Napoleonics. But let's see what other. Now look at that. Holy smoke. Look at all these scenarios, and they're all over the place. Here's Hanou. This is France 1940. Marsa Brega. I'm totally messing up the pronunciation, but yeah. North Africa 1941. Hypothetical, different versions. Here's Ukraine 1941. Wow, beginning of Barbarossa. Pacific, Guadalcanal, Solomon Islands. Nice. Okay. Back to the Ukraine in 43. Kharkov, 43. Estonia, 44. Oh, Monte Cassino. I mean, this one by itself has got graphics viewer. Okay, that's nice. Oh, these are these aren't scenarios, they're just viewers, but still a nice mix of, I think, starting at France, North Africa, Russia, and even the Pacific. This is all in Panzer battles here. I'm curious about this Pacific. We'll take a quick look. Okay, this is Guadalcanal. I think that's the only Pacific one. Let's see what this is. Estonia. Yeah, Monte Cassino. Let's do that. Let's see what it looks like. Keep that. Oh yeah, this does look. Let's see if we can do zoom out. There is a jump map too. See, this doesn't have... Okay, this is Panzer battles. They haven't updated the menu yet, but let's go out here. Okay. This is the U.S. Oh, this... I think I remember this from the Pacific. This is where they tried to cross this creek, and the Japanese got massacred. Let's see, hold on. Morale B, let me see this. Yeah, Morale B. Yeah, I guess that's what this is. So that's an interesting battle to do an example for. I don't think there's anything else. This one seems the most diverse so far out of all of them. Casino. Monte Cassino. I mean, we got North Africa, we got France 1940, got multiple Russians. Let's see what Italy looks like. Ooh, that doesn't look fun. Flooded area, and I think these are Brits here. Let's see if they're getting any... Oh, they're getting reinforcements. No, this is Axis. It must be the Axis turn here. So I guess they need to cross here and attack into here. Okay, that's a good example. So that's actually this one's got a lot of bang for the buck, to be honest. The Panzer battles one so far out of all of these. This one's good. This one's good just because that's Little Bighorn. So let's see. I think I got this one left. Now we're 21 minutes. And this is going to be your bread and butter Panzer campaigns one. So let's pull up the getting started scenario. And again, each of these getting started scenario has a PDF that goes with it to walk you through the initial, at least. And yeah, this looks... I think if I understand this is the Russians trying to attack. Yeah, because the victory point X's are over here. So, and I've actually got the divisional coloring turned on, so you can tell which units are part of what division. So we do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like an armored brigade here too. So, and if I understand, this is right after Kursk, and they're trying to crush in here. Here's the victory points. And, yep, Germans. Let's see what the selections are. Okay, it's all the whole Mayas campaign. And size medium, size small. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, hold on. 5 out of 40 HQs. This is another thing with John Tiller games. They can get really big. Yeah, this looks like the whole front here. So if we zoom in, I'm using my mouse wheel. All of this is mined here. So there's something on another screen here that's causing this right now. I normally turn this scrolling off. Yeah, my mouse is acting up here. So we'll zoom out. But this will take time. Yeah, like some of these Tiller campaigns, like all of Gettysburg, big Civil War battles, they can get pretty involved. So this one's just focusing on the Mayas campaign here. And let's look at the last one here. There you go. Grenada, right at the beginning of the Reagan administration. I remember that. I was in Nuke Power School in Orlando when this happened. Let's take a look at this. Oh, this is different. I think they've even got scenarios from that movie. I just brain dumped the name of it. It had Clint Eastwood in it. I forgot what it was called. Somebody can... But yeah, here we go, squad battles, and you can see squad battles. We're seeing both sides. So 8 men. Here comes the U.S. 3 men in a Jeep with 50 cal on it. Let's zoom out a little. Yeah, and that's the battle area here. And squad battles obviously is kind of similar to squad leader here. Move 24. Range 5, 6, 9, 4. So you're seeing the ranges now, and you got to worry about line of sight. But I even think there's ways to do that with the view. Let's see what other selection we have. Oh, wow. Got a number of battles here. Yeah, here's the one I talked about. Devil Dogs. Gunny Hightower suffered a concussion. Lieutenant Ring took command of the... I think this is the end of the movie where they take Fort Rupert. So I think... I don't know if it's based on truth. That's interesting. But we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. Getting Started, First Contact, Radio Granada, Rangers, Urgent Fury, Assault on Pearls, Adapt, Improvise, Overcome. That seems maybe from the movie. Here's the University. Yep. Yeah, SEAL Team 6. Oh wow. SEAL Team 6. Let's see what that looks like. Support exists. I don't know where SEAL Team 6 is. I'm looking at both sides, so I'm kind of cheating. Morale A. I guess that's the SEAL Team. Yeah, this is SEAL Team 5. I wonder if they got helos coming. Nope, nobody's scheduled. Ooh, those are the bad guys. Looks like the SEALs are surrounded here. Yep, it looks like 2 SEAL teams. So that's interesting. Now, normally if I played this with Fog of War and I'm only the US, I wouldn't see these units here. Morale D. Oh, looks like they got claymores out. So it looks like a SEAL team defense. Because the victory points are all here. So there you go. If you want to battle out multiple battles from Operation Urgent Fury, free of charge. Okay. Alright, so like I said, now I didn't see demos for the naval campaigns and the Renaissance, the I don't know how you'd quantify before Napoleonic's battles, but beyond that, there's a lot of gameplay here. This seems pretty straightforward. The modern air power. CW has a number of battles. This is good because of the subject. This is good. It's 1972 Vietnam. I'm hoping they're coming out with a full-blown modern campaigns that covers more Vietnam, because their main focus up to now has been 1985 World War III, which they've got a bunch of good stuff. These are some battles from Waterloo, but their Napoleonics are pretty well established. This is great. This one I think is awesome with all the different battles in the different areas. France 1940, Russia multiple years, Guadalcanal, pretty good stuff. Panzer campaigns, that's a good one to cut your teeth on. And yeah, this is the subject here. That's what makes this interesting. Grenada. But again, everything I've shown you in this video is free of charge. So I'd encourage you, if you're interested, take a look. There's some good stuff here, and once you master these systems, there's a whole bunch of battles out there you can do, and there's a healthy PBEM, I believe by email, environment out there, which I can mention in a later video, where you probably can get to off of the main Wargame Design Studio. So I'm kind of interested. Feedback appreciated. I haven't picked which series, but I'd really like to, beyond, a scenario here there, I do want to start getting into this, and I may restart doing PBEM, which I did like 5 or 10 years before. But there is so much good stuff here. So anyway, comments appreciated. If you like, click like, and as usual, subscribe. Otherwise, yeah, go out and take a look. Wargame Design Studio. Whole bunch of good wargaming there. Anyway, thanks for listening.